Welcome to Wild and Majestic Animal Channel. Kindly subscribe for more animal videos like this. Interesting facts about the gorilla. Around 1,063 exist in the wild. There are two species of gorilla, eastern and western. The mountain gorilla is a subspecies of the eastern gorilla. Mountain gorillas are endangered. There are an estimated 1,063 in the wild according to the latest census results, which come out every 5 to 10 years. They live in two isolated groups. Mountain gorillas live in East Central Africa in just two isolated groups, one in the Virunga volcanoes, a region spanning 3 national parks in Uganda, Rwanda, and Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, and one in Bwindi Impenetrable National Park, Uganda, which connects to Serembwe Nature Reserve, DRC. They're found in high-altitude montane and bamboo forests, which are surrounded by agriculture and settlements. We share around 98% of our DNA with gorillas. This means that exposure to human illnesses, even a cold, can have potentially detrimental impacts on gorillas as they are so genetically similar to us, but they haven't developed the necessary immunities. They're one of the biggest, most powerful living primates. An average male mountain gorilla can weigh 180 kilograms, that's almost 30 stone, and measure 170 centimeters, over 5 feet 5 inches tall. They can eat all day long. Mountain gorillas spend about a quarter of their day eating mainly leaves and shoots, but have also been known to eat snails, ants, and bark, a good source of sodium. They cozy up at night. At night, mountain gorilla groups sleep together in nests on the ground, or trees, that they make from foliage. Infants will share their mother's nests, staying safe and warm. They have 16 different types of call. This includes short barks when they're mildly alarmed or curious. To intimidate rivals, male gorillas strut with stiff legs, beat their chests, and use vocalizations like roars or hoots. They live in family groups. Most mountain gorillas live in stable family groups of around 10 individuals, with one dominant male and several females. Both males and females in the group care for their infants, hugging, carrying, and playing with them. When they get older, most males and around 60% of females then leave their birth group to join another troop. This helps prevent inbreeding. In the wild, gorillas can live to over 40 years old. Gorillas are classed as infants until they reach around 3.5 years old, and adults from around 8 years. Males between 8 to 12 years are called blackbacks. Then from 12 years old, they develop a silver section of hair over their back and hips, earning them the name silverback. They're under threat. The main threat to mountain gorillas is the degradation of their habitat. As the region's population grows, the land is increasingly converted for agriculture, and competition for limited natural resources leads to deforestation. With little other choice, people enter mountain gorilla forests to collect water and firewood, putting gorillas at risk from human contact and illnesses. People may also lay snares intended for bushmeat, which can accidentally injure the great apes. Gorillas don't just stay in their forests. They venture onto farmland to eat crops like maize and bananas, which can cause conflict with people who need to make a living. Gorilla tourism that isn't well managed is another potential issue, as it can impact the behavior and health of mountain gorillas. Scientists have shown that gorillas live in complex social groups, display individual personalities, make and use tools, and show emotions like grief and compassion. We shouldn't be surprised though. Gorillas are one of our closest living relatives, and they share at least 95% of their DNA with humans. Amazing facts about the gorilla. African apes, gorillas, chimpanzees, and bonobos diverged from a common ancestor about 5 million years ago and belong to the family Hominidae. Gorillas are one of our closest living relatives, after chimpanzees and bonobos. They share between 95% and 99% of our DNA. Gorillas and chimpanzees walk quadrupedally, on all fours, and use their knuckles to carry the weight of their head and torso. There are 2 different gorilla species, each with 2 subspecies. The western gorilla, gorilla, has the subspecies. Western lowland gorilla, gorilla gorilla gorilla, and cross-river gorilla, gorilla gorilla dealy, while the eastern gorilla, gorilla barangay, has the subspecies. Mountain gorilla, gorilla barangay barangay, and eastern lowland gorilla, gorilla barangay growlery. All species are endangered due to habitat loss and hunting amongst other threats. However, the cross-river gorilla is the rarest, with fewer than 300 wild individuals remaining in 8 small isolated populations in Nigeria and Cameroon. Scientists have shown that gorillas display individual personalities. Gorillas have been observed displaying emotions such as grief and compassion for other primates, including humans. Gorillas live in fairly stable social groups comprising of one adult male, usually referred to as the silverback, because of the silver hair on his back which signals full adulthood, and multiple females with juveniles and infants. When young males reach the age of 8 to 11, they will usually emigrate away and either join another group or form new groups. Gorilla family groups each live within relatively small areas of land. Different groups can however occupy converging areas and coexist peacefully. Gorillas will groom each other by combing each other with their fingers and teeth. This, social grooming, is an important aspect of gorilla groups which helps to establish and reinforce social bonds. Gorillas are mainly herbivorous, with the majority of their diet consisting of leaves, shoots, and stems, some fruit, and some small animal prey such as grubs, caterpillars, snails, termites, and ants. Western lowland gorilla diets have a much higher proportion of fruit. Females will start giving birth at about 10 years old and will have offspring every 3 to 4 years. When in estrus, she will be able to conceive for only 3 days in the month. Gorillas have a gestation period of 9 months like humans, but babies usually weigh less than humans at approximately 4 pounds. Their development is however roughly twice as fast. Gorillas spend a good deal of their time on the ground rather than in the trees and will make new nests on the ground each night. Gorillas were seen for the first time using simple tools to perform tasks in the wild in 2005. They were observed using sticks to test the depth of muddy water and to cross swampy areas. In mountain gorillas, the belch vocalization is a contact call and sign of contentment while foraging. Most gorillas will use a low grumbling sound to both locate each other and assign contentment. Aggressive displays, such as the beating of chests and charging, are quite rare but will be used by male gorillas as a warning if surprised or threatened. Although gorillas are generally quiet, they have a range of complex vocalizations that are used to communicate information in numerous contexts, including teaching survival skills to young, searching for food, and during courtship. Like some other apes such as chimpanzees and orangutans, they are even capable of learning basic human sign language. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and leave a comment below. Thank you.